the people are saying, some people are saying that it's worth it is because you have access to all of these games for a $30 cost, and the fact that there's so many games to access that it's still that there's still a value to it. The problem is for me as a gamer, one, I don't play. I don't have the hours of the day to play an exceedingly amount of games at a specific point in time because I'm a fucking adult and I have shit I have to do, and there's, I have to provide and things of that nature. So I play games when I can play them. I might buy them, but I'll play them later, maybe a month or 2 months later. So and obviously the middle of the line answer is that it depends on the person. But I would say when it comes to someone who just has an everyday job, and I would prefer just to own the shit that I buy and play it later. You know what I mean? Or I'm not paying a specific subscription where I don't have access to it unless I'm specifically paying. Like that is to me, that is that does nothing for me as a customer. You know what I mean? Like I would rather just pay for what I would want to pay for, specifically when you have a library of games that are cheap as fuck other places, right? GOG has a lot of those games fucking cheap. In GOG, there's no DRM. You own those games.
You own it.
And you
I
can
was looking at
install
this.
them.
I was looking to Steam under. I was looking to Steam under $10 section right before we joined.
Right, and Steam doesn't right, because some people say, well, Steam, you don't own your games either. Yes, but I've had those same games in my library for 10 years and I can still play them, right? Like that, to me, that's the right way of access versus over ownership. Steam makes it in a way where you have access to it so much at such a low cost comparatively. It almost feels like ownership because they give you the ability to just fucking go and play it. Sometimes you may have to download specific drivers because certain games are made fucking weird, and but luckily when you have Steam OS, it does make it a lot. To me, it makes it a lot easier for you to download those drivers because it kind of does it for you when it comes to the Steam OS. But if you don't have Steam OS, but you have the Steam application, to me, it's still worth it. Sometimes you may just have to find the driver to download it and play it. But my point is that there's more of an ownership feel for Steam because you have games that you purchase and you don't have to purchase a monthly $30 fucking subscription. Like, I'm sorry, the majority of Americans. I would guess that the majority of Americans don't find it worth it. They don't find it worth it for that fucking much. It's different. It's different when you have 10, 15, maybe even $20. $30. How much is that a year, Art?
$360.
Like that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like that's a gym membership. Like that's a ridiculous amount. That's a ridiculous amount. And then specifically, they're talking about how they're going to be working on more hardware. Okay, so you guys want to justify that you're actually a company that cares about games again and cares about customers again? Because all I've heard is corporate speak and how you guys want to satisfy your board members and stakeholders, and you don't want to you're not really giving a shit about the middle of the road gamer that just that doesn't feel like $1,000 is worth it for the Xbox X Ally. That doesn't feel like that it's worth it to pay $30 a month. To me, it's just it's not a complicated math. So it's just pure greed. I feel like there is no really excuse to it. It's just being pure greed, and I'm tired of seeing Sarah Bond's fucking face smile at the camera and say,
Whoa, hey, okay, you don't speak for all of us, okay? I do not mind seeing more Sarah Bond. You don't speak for all of us. Now, I don't like what she says, but to say we all don't like staring at her face, you don't speak for all of us, okay?
Something is wrong when you say that Xbox Game Pass is profitable, but then you cut the discount prices for the games that you could originally buy through Game Pass. You make it more expensive. You're cutting out features. You're cutting out features from prior things. Like, is it really that fun? Like, to me, there's very much a mixed messaging, and that's even aside from all those leaked documents that were leaked to show that it's profitable. And it's like, profitable for who, really? And if it's really that profitable, are you cutting all that shit because you're trying to make more profit, because it's not as profitable as you say you are, because you're lying to us, or are you just being, fucking greedy horse? So that's I just don't have time for their bullshit anymore. You know what I mean? And like Steam's where it's at for me.